Okay, so we're gonna try to make this work. My game is not really working right now if my mic is plugged in. But I can do the laps and then plug my mic in. So let's do that. Let's go over the lap first and then we'll talk about it a bit. This is all second here. I went down to first for the first chicane. All second. I'm third. Fourth. Third to second. All right. So this was my second lap. Tires. 1:16.79, about a second off of what the big boys will be at. Okay, let me check that again. Yeah, okay, second and a half. Bobby Zielinski did a 1:15.0, so 1.75 seconds off. Yeah, that's about right for me. But that's pretty good for what I can do. So, first thing here, I brake before the 600. If you make it to the 600, you're too late. Really, if you want to be safe, I would brake closer to the 700, maybe a little bit after. Let me turn my volume down just a little bit more here. But I end up braking like I want to be I don't want to cross the 600 anyway. And then you can be 80% on the brake. If you can find that 80 to 90% that doesn't lock up, then you can be there. But if you can't find that exactly, then start braking earlier. I really experimented because you can actually run over this entire curb without taking a penalty. But I just found that I could never be faster doing it. And maybe there's a way to cheese it, but the best way for me was to get down to second before turning, get as close to the curb without touching as possible, and then getting down into first in between. Because, I mean, I was thinking like Watkins Glen, oh, maybe I can just keep second all the way through. No, you're so slow here. I got to go into first. And I do a little hop here. This hop can really slow you down if you take too much of the curb, so don't take too much of the curb. And then just kind of pedal the throttle through here. Pretty intuitive. So the way that I approach this corner is really weird. So I wash out to this curb here. I then hit this apex. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go back a little bit. So I brake here, keep it in second, wash out. Don't all the way wash back into this curb so that I can wash all the way out here and set up for the late apex here. If you try to do this diamond starting at this curb, then you're going to just overslow your car. So I start the diamond at this curb, and I just basically disregard this curb and treat this as the top of the diamond, and then slow it a bit more. Late apex here. Don't wash up all the way out to this curb because we need to stay out somewhat wide to cut back into this curb. You can wash out all the way to the curb, but I find that it's slow. Then here, very deceptive turn. It's just like a super slow late apex corner where you're going for exit speed. I was trying to turn into it too early a lot of the time. I even slightly miss it here, but I take it late and wide enough to where I get good exit speed. I suspect that's where I'm losing a lot of my time to the pros. braking at the 500, between the 500 and the 400 here, I think you can push it further. It's just really sketchy. Once you go over this hump right here, it's really hard to like be hard braking. I'm not super duper confident about how I handle this complex. I just know that you can carry more speed into it than you think. It looks like a really scary S, but you really can carry a lot of speed into it because you can wash up out to the access road here. You don't have to stay on the track surface. So I wash up out to the access road. I kind of aim my car for this curb and then just keep it turning, and it more or less works out to where I'm back into this corner. Miss it slightly. If I was able to get it all the way down closer to the curb, then I could have throttled earlier. Otherwise, I'm just kind of following the lines here, the groove. It's very inviting to throttle up early, but it's almost a little off camber, so you can spin out really easy. I don't know if it actually is, it's just what it feels like. Very hard to get the power down off of that corner for whatever reason. But yeah, so that's Portland and Xfinity. Just like in any other road course race, maybe you need to modify your gearing or how you select gears in the race so that you're not spinning your rear tires as much. Rear tires is always the long run thing to worry about on NASCAR road courses. But other than that, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see you all on the track.